Hello, we are back with another match of the YMCA Cameo Friendship Tournament. And this time I'm not starting a replay, I am a spectator in the real game. So I have absolutely no idea who's going to win this. I hope it will be even better then, so I won't like subconsciously spoiler information by like how I make predictions or whatever, because in most matches when I watched the replay I knew how they ended on how the tournament goes. In this case it's also very nice because it was really hard for these teams to come together and actually really make the match happen. But this time even it's a 3-3, so everyone shows up now. It's really nice. Tin has a bit shitty connection, so I hope he's not going to lag this game to hell. Good luck, have fun. Yes, Kino away. That's the spirit. So basically, I thought this game would finally now start for real. But no, someone is not here. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So basically, I could like start introducing everyone here in this game. Hopefully, he would show. Oh, wait. He switched the faction now, so he's back now. Okay, cool. We have Giags with not China. So he hates China. So that's why he picked not China. And maybe I should build in more not Chinas. So basically, Tin is the next player of that team. He's playing Talon, a quite classic pick. No, wait, Tin is in the opponent's team. Gigas is together with Yeswurst and Popov. So Yeswurst goes with Germany. I think Yeswurst has been an allies player for all the time. And I think his teammate is also GDI, but he's not going for Talon. We can see now. Popov is going for Eagle. So he has the good air units. Maybe we see even more air stuff here in this tournament. This time with Gigas going for instant sub-pen with North Korea. Very interesting. I'm curious what this will be. Maybe he builds a transport ship. I don't know, because the early ships are not so good. For doing anything like from the shoreline onto the beach, you need range, and the early ships won't have range. So, I don't know. He's already building stuff. Let's check it out, man. So, Gigas is building a transport ship. Okay, I guess so. That's the only thing that makes sense in the early game. You could just like get an MCV over here and do really nasty shit. Maybe. We'll see. Also very good. Popov is building weapons factories. Yeswurst is building weapons factories with his ally. The Ranger is coming. Nice. And on the other side, we have SBHBS with France. I think a very good decision to pick France here in this right corner, because you can get the Grand Canons up at front, which should prove to be very useful against early rushes especially. We have Tin, and Tin is building infantry, but the guys don't really know where do we have to go. Should we go to like the beach and have a nice time, or should we go to the front line? It's not yet clear. There's so many infantry, they could even kill these rangers, which are anti-infantry, but they just have more. We already have crew rocket soldiers, because they make a lot of sense. SBHBS knows what he's doing. I guess we're gonna see the spec ops combo again. It's a really nice one, and he has shown it already that he is someone who has discovered how good this works. I think he has not seen it from anybody. Yugiri in the bottom is the Traveler 59 faction. He has shard launchers already, is expecting air troll, and the air troll is coming. So yes, why not? And the Storm Riders also provide some good air defense here. I think he could get more than 2 harvesters potentially. If we look at the earnings, the fight is already happening here. Some medics, but not enough infantry to fight alongside the medics. So I don't think they can push through here. We see SBHBS running away with the income, where only Andy FR, like Yeswurst, it's the same guy, can keep up. And the others are now falling off. I think they all have just 2. There is the Grand Canon with a nice coverage. Air units are coming in. I think these air units here are perfect to take down like everything that is on the front line. This could really support a good infantry push from the left side together with these mercenaries here. I don't know if the building is the right target for these Storm Riders that have like light damage. That's not good against buildings. Bombers are good. Sadly, there is flak hands already. The flak hands keep shooting. But they bring a really heavy time to the guys here. I think they can stabilize the front now with the prism tanks. That's the thing that was needed here. Against infantry, their guys are a really nice addition. They just do the splash damage we need. We have cruel launchers here, so the fight is in full swing. Gigas is not part of the party. He's going for the oil derricks. Nice. I think on this map it's not really necessary because the blue Tabirum yields so much resources. This is more like an add-on, a nice to have. You can go for that, but it's not so important. The Creo launchers, I think they are fodder for the hints. Maybe they can stay in the protection of the other units. Oh, I thought I fixed all of this purple rotors when aircraft die. But seems like I did not find. How sad. So the hints actually not too bad here, but they are taken down by the rockets. These mercenaries are a bit outnumbered here. I don't think they can do anything. The ships only want to take the shore. I'm not so sure if this is the right play here. He's not really helping his team right now. So it's basically a 2 versus 2 at this point. Tin is helping out with these Warthogs. The infantry is almost neglectable as it's just a few guys. But Yugiri also is not really doing much anymore. There were 10 Storm Riders. They could have taken out all the infantry and then only left the Prism Tower. Sadly, he focused the Prism Tower. That's very tough for these low damage dealers to take out. So Yeswurst is now getting Eurofighters. We will see how these guys perform. The Aegis cruisers should actually really take down these aircrafts really well. The Eurofighter is flying directly into the air defense. That doesn't really make any sense. But why not? Also interlopers. The Warthogs are coming. The front line here has stabilized, but the Warthogs against the Aegis cruisers, I'm not so sure. But I think he's just taking a proactive stance with the Aegis cruisers. I think it makes sense here. Maybe should get more stuff. There we have the Spec Ops. The Spec Ops is putting the laser pointer on the weapons factory, and the long range crew launchers do their job really well. They deal a lot of damage on the long range. And the guys will take out the next building. I think the sniper or the silencer is also nice against the infantry here. But they should really react now and not just like put their hands in the laps and hope for the best. That's what they're currently doing. I'm not so sure if that's the right approach. The ships here have been taken out, but Aegis cruisers come and join the fight again. He's getting an oil platform just to show the other guys, I just need the money, I don't need to build anything else. So if we look at the income, then SBHBS has dropped significantly. I don't really know why. I guess he hit the max money and did not spend his money. Tin is also has fallen off. Maybe he needs more than one refinery. It's nice that he has 6 harvesters, but the guys are standing in line, and then and then they go like, I have so much Tiberium in my pocket. Can I unload it? And the refinery just goes like, you're number 7 in line. Just wait a little bit. Okay, we don't have PDL here now, so artillery is going to wreck this whole army like crazy. There comes an Aurora. Oh my god. Oh, this is a absolutely heavy hit, and he even gets away with it. Very nice reaction to this army. I don't know what happened here exactly. He just split up the Aegis cruiser, I guess. And this fight is where we should look at. I think the Aegis cruiser lands another crucial blow in, but this time is taken out. We have a lot of rocket jump jets here. These guys deal a lot of damage, but they are also very squishy. So if they are in like just a full-fledged fight where both sides deliver damage, they might die too fast. They are more like an agile air infantry unit that can go everywhere very fast, can shoot on air units, can be here, can be there. But for a face-to-face fight, they just die too fast. Okay, now I think the Aegis cruisers actually should kill air units, but these air units here, they have really long range. They ignore the point defense lasers, so they're really dangerous, but I don't know. The Aegis cruiser alone, it might not be the perfect response here, but it should actually already shoot. It should not shoot the ground units, it should shoot the air units. It's really, really stupid to attack the ground units with an anti-airship. He's completely wasting this fight here in this situation by doing that. He could kill the interlopers with submarines. That would be the way to go, and go on the air units with the anti-air guys. Not the other way around. Yeah, here you see what they do with air units. They're really, really good. And now the submarines kill the interlopers. That's how you do it. That's the right way. The Eurofighters are coming in, and they are actually taking out the first guys. They're doing a good job. So I think the team on the top has now stabilized a little bit, but the interlopers are absolutely deadly for the Eurofighters. So if they just use the submarines really well, I think if Giags gets his shit together, they could really turn it around. We will see what happens. The game is definitely very exciting. Oh, there's an annoying column, but it's taken out. Very nice. The game is really exciting because nobody really knows how to break through. He has the submarines now that would prove very useful against the interlopers. And he could also make use of the Aegis cruisers, but then he needs to hit those guys. Here we have another laser pointer sitting on a tank. He's now just shooting somewhere, hopefully hitting the stealth guy. Here we see hints coming in. Tin has point a marker and saying, hey guys, we have trouble here, hints are coming. Actually the hints just get shot down like crazy from the anti-air interlopers, so the hints have to turn around. Here is a huge push coming on top, and it's an insane push. The Eurofighters come in to sacrifice themselves. That's very nice, so the air defense also has something to do. The flags are not totally useless. That's very nice from Andy to sacrifice all the Eurofighters into the air units. No, there's one Eurocopter that's being taken out now. Let's go and take out more. I think he completely wasted his Eurofighters here just to take out 3 air units that would have died anyway. Because where is the big army? It's coming here. That's the big army. That's where he needs the Eurofighters for. That's why you should have them. But also, like, the Orcas should do a good job with these guys. He's already flying down south. So we gonna see how they perform. Or maybe not. That's a very, very strange usage of the Orca V2. Why not shoot on the unit that is actually weak against the Orca? I don't know. Some strange decisions here. The interlopers on the ground, they really must be taken out. Sadly, they can just shoot freely on air units, so the army that's just pushing through here is insanely bad dividing the army. The anti-ground units that could take the interlopers down, just ignore the interlopers completely. So the air units can wreak havoc here and shoot the interlopers, shoot down the last Eurofighter. So an insane bad team play here. Still, the economy is good. They're pushing units, especially the red player is building a lot of shit. Especially crew rocket launchers. Oh my god. These guys would totally mop up the air units, but now the other rocket mercenaries have taken out the air units. I think that's very nice because there's already a huge portion of players who say you can never stop these screen airships. It's impossible to stop them, but reality is crew rocket launchers or rocket mercenaries take out these guys. They are quite reliably good against it. Of course, if you have like juggernauts and a lot of artillery, you could actually stop the infantry, but in this case I would say Yeswurst is man of the match, and this is something we often see because Yeswurst is somebody who's strong in the late game. He needs some time to build up. He's vulnerable in the mid game, but in the late game he is someone who consistently pushes out a shitload of units because he understood a very important thing, and that is you must construct additional. These air units, I don't know, somebody is the commander here and the commander does not really know what he wants. Sometimes they go back, sometimes they go forth, sometimes they just fly towards the air units they could stop with their EMP and disable them, but then he just decides to go the other way. We don't really know what his idea is. This whole army does not have point defense laser, so Juggernauts shooting in them is perfect. It's dealing a shitload of damage. Also, these missile launchers here would die to Juggernauts like nothing. But now they can like roam freely against the air units. The interlopers here cannot really find their targets since there are no more air units, but just a few here. I think this push will win the game now. The EMP launchers are not bad because they take also... I think they even stop the shield of the guys here, right? If you hit with EMP, I think the shield is disabled. That's what makes EMP so strong against the guys. So here we have a really good example of... Oh yeah, there's also Spec Ops now in the mix. That's why you see these rockets flying so far. But the Juggernauts, if they hit into these units, a lot of infantry is going to die. Yeah, that's what we see now. Juggernauts, I think, perfect response to this army. Just like crew launchers are squishy, Juggernauts are not. Juggernauts win artillery versus artillery fights. But I think if he also had some PDL, he could even stop the missiles from the crew launchers. But in that case, the Juggernaut is just the better artillery fighter. I mean, it's one of the specialities of Talon. Oh my god, what a nice hit. But I think it's still just too much stuff that's coming. Of course, Yugiri's rift openers, they can take out the crew launchers. Okay, now the Eurofighters come in the mix. And they do really good damage here. I think the rework, now the Eurofighters are okay. Still, if he had interlopers down below, he would kill the Eurofighters. But if the Eurofighters can really shoot, they do a lot of damage. And they do quite well now. Because like last patch, or the patch before especially even worse, Eurofighters just sucked ass. And they had to be improved. The basic idea was before the World Championship to make Eurofighters more noob friendly and more accessible. So the base idea was to reduce their spread a little bit, give them more direct damage, and then prevent big chunks of Eurofighters flying in and killing their allies, like the first 5 or 10 Eurofighters go in, and then the next 10 kill the first 10 with their own missiles by doing splash damage. So the idea was to reduce that splash damage, giving them more range, so just reduce this whole problem. But it made them so weak, they need the splash damage to be like sufficiently strong against air units. Now we even have Kirov carriers who is building the guys. Gigas is building them. I think he's still trying to find the thing that works for him. Because this is Popov who's getting in the... No, there's also Gigas here, I think, yeah. I think the HDK-5 missile launchers have also found a nice spot in the game. They were introduced last patch, and there's like 3 different variations where we have HDK-5 launcher, HQ-7 and Hyena. Hyena is like the fastest and most mobile one of those. HDK-5 is the one that launches the most missiles, so it's the best PDL breaker, and HQ-7 is the one with the longest range and the most damage, but fewest missiles, so it's more like the what do we say, the heavy hitter of this set. The Kirov carrier has no chance against the interlopers, as the interlopers are one of the best anti-air units. So Kirov carriers, I mean, he could try with the small airships to take out the... But why is it not attacking ground units here in this case? It should, like, the Giags should come out and kill the interlopers if he's doing an attack move. That's a bit strange. Now the guys come out, but they shoot their missiles, why not? But they should also, with an attack move, he should just attack the interlopers also. Maybe I messed up and have to change a bit of the Kirov carriers. Maybe it's because they are light and this is looking for heavy targets. I think it was a very good match. It was very interesting. Oh, now we have missile subs. Yes, those guys... wrong description here. Those guys just do a lot of damage with many missiles. We see them rarely because people prefer the ICBM missiles that just deal insane damage but have a shootable missile, and here you need a lot of PDL to stop this craziness. But yeah, it was a good match. I really liked how everyone at the beginning was trying to find what's going to work and what's the right approach. Man of the match, I guess, is quite sure Yeswurst, but Yugiri also strong game. If we look at the basic info, then we will see. Wait. Oh my god, yeah, Yugiri killed so much stuff and Yeswurst even more. It was a really good game. I think I need to hurry to hop on to the next game. Otherwise, they will start without me. That would be really, really sad. I love the match. I would watch it again. I've not expected this match to be so good. Yeah, maybe I should write in the... So... on which server are the guys? I'm not so sure. Is the server gone or what? Okay, nobody's here. Let's see if the guys come. Sadly, this increases the length of the YouTube video without any useful content. I mean, I could try to cut it, but I really suck at it. So I just try to make all the replays, all the games I present just in like one shot. So usually I think it's really important on YouTube that you have these cuts where the heads are constantly twitching around because the cuts are really everywhere. So I try to simulate this by moving my head like crazy. So yeah. No, people don't have time, I guess. That's just the reason. It's like you're like in bed, you're on the couch and you're watching YouTube videos for 3 hours or 4 hours. You start at like 8 and you finish at 12. And then in that case, you cannot lose any time. You're not there for relaxing. You need to like get as much YouTube content as possible in this time. And that's why everything needs to be cut shortly and stuff must happen fast because you're not relaxing there. You're doing your YouTube job. So that's the basic idea, I think, of these videos. That's why people also play it faster. They go for 1.5 times of the video speed because it's not relaxing to watch YouTube. It's something where you need to make your brain melt a little bit more. Goliath is here to spectate if that is okay. Yes, I am also spectating and casting. The first game was insane. Really good fights. Yeswurst needs 4 minutes. What is he doing? 4 minutes. That's like a huge torpedo you have to put into the water, I guess. On the southern waters. Great Sahara 2. I think this is a good choice, yeah. Yes. Interesting map choice. Something with a lot less resources. I am looking forward to it. Yeah, that's right, Gigas. Yeah, Gigas, you were messing in the southern waters. It was a bit inefficient to go for the hover units with AA ships instead of the air units. Gigas, Yeswurst and Popov 1. Which team? So Tin says be right back. The guys are really making it how do you say, they create an tension. Aha, okay. So I think in this map we have a lot less resource. I already wrote it here. That's something that can change quite a lot of this game. It's interesting that the team with the screen army is picking this, but maybe it makes sense because they were mostly overwhelmed by someone, Yeswurst, who built a crazy ton of units. Also, quite a good unit mix for that situation. I'm not so sure if this is just his standard mix, because I think so. I'm not so sure if he just saw like, oh, a lot of infantry, I get the prism tanks, and I get the crew launchers, and here we go. I'm not so sure. I think it's just his standard composition. Is only one team in common voice channel, or is another voice channel together? No idea in which voice the other team is, because they don't seem to be on the Cameo Discord, and they neither seem to be. Oh, someone wrote me in the Idols channel. Can I spectate the game through you? No. I think, Goliath, you cannot. I think this would crush the record. That's not a good idea to do that. Yeswurst is back. Nice, nice, nice. Game can finally start now. I have to accept because I'm the admin. I would recommend being all in one since it does help teamwork. Yes, Goliath, you are right. If the guys, but I think they are in a channel because these are the funny Russian guys. And I'm not so sure. I think Tin is not a Russian, but he might still be in their voice channel. But I don't know. However, they're not in a voice channel where you can just join. I think it's their own Discord, or it's just a private voice. I don't know. I hope this game will start soon. I'm not so sure. Yes, was team 2, please. I'm not so sure if replay watching is not maybe a little bit better, because this stuff, the waiting shit here, I'm not so sure. It's a bit annoying. Like when you are watching YouTube videos and it's not fast enough, and you make it go faster. Go 2 times the speed because nothing is happening. We could use this for our, again, another moment of mindfulness. So like we try to arrive in this very moment. So you play this game to be stressed and to build as many stuff as possible, and you want to construct additional. But then you end up in this lobby here and nothing is happening. Everything you see is people. Some people change their position. Some people pick a team. Oh, some people press the ready button. It's something that just happens. And you're just in this moment. And more ready buttons show up. And now you arrive in a moment where you have no longer any thought in your mind. You're just like observing and perceiving a lobby that's about to start. And the game is going to be great. But before the game is great, you're just having this ASMR experience of playing a lobby game where everyone must just press the ready button, or someone will freak out completely before this happens. How many games will you play in total, Patrick? Yes, BO3. So actually I would say if they guys went for something similar like Rügenwalder, All That Gunners, something like that, I think the same team would win again. I don't think, because I think Yugiri already played it quite well, but letting the guys scale out in late game was match defining, I think. And on a similar map, it would just happen very similar again. On this map, I think it gets very interesting. resources will run out. You cannot build these crazy armies that we have seen from Yeswurst last game. It's just not going to work on this map. Also, the pace and like how your economy scales up is totally different because we don't have the insane blue Tiberium here. We have the normal ore. So that's just levels less density of resources. You can't scale up so fast with just 2 refineries and 5 harvesters. It's not going to work. So, yeah. This means... Oh, we have China Shinfei now with tin. I think Gigas was the not China player, not China. And he just got the Harvesters 11. So he's now a screen player. I'm not so sure because the Harvesters are mostly like the AOE damage dealers, the guys with the crazy late game stuff. But all screen have crazy airships for late game. SBHBS has Talon. That's, I think, the same faction as last game. And Yugiri goes with Travelers again. These are the guys with the fastest stuff. And the annoying storm column that's just spawned somewhere, wherever you want it. The bulldozers going forward. Maybe we will see some funny barracks at the front, some bunkers, whatever, something to push the opponent. I'm not so sure. But going forward with the bulldozer might lead to some shenanigans. And on the top team, we have already introduced the not China Gigas player. Well, Andy Yeswurst is playing again Germany. And we have again Eagle for Popov. And there is a small rush with a few units from SBHBS. There comes a power suit. In addition, there's absolutely no army here. Even power outage for Popov. Super dangerous, this push. They might lose some harvesters, but now we get prison tanks and they are perfect response to this shithole. Not shithole, but shit army of super early units and squishy infantry and anti-infantry vehicle. I mean, it's still doing an okay damage against the prison tanks because the prison tank is light armored. That's why one is taken out, but the trades are not good. The trades are really not good. It's absolutely devastating for this rush. I think the rush was just missing like a heavy tank or 2 heavy tanks. Then the prison tanks could have been taken out. But in this case, the perfect counter unit just came out and stopped this rush. Here we see again these screen air units running into flak. That's really sad for the guys. I think they have done a good job and they have like really trained well for this fight, but then the flak just comes out and stops them. He could still go like around the corner and get some power plants out here. Oh my god, we already have an oil derrick. So Gigas is really afraid he will run out of money. The minigunners obviously kill those screen units. So this is quite a good army to push. The prison tanks could still stop the guys very, very easily and necessarily take them out from all sides. Prisons are coming. I think it's not the right approach to just attack with minigunners on buildings. He should have some mortars in the mix and everything would be good. Mortars could even take out the prison tanks if he has the vision for it. But now the guys are mostly sacrificing their stuff in the front. MLRS, they, like the prison tanks, it's so-so. So like if the prison tanks land their shots, the MLRS die really fast. But if the MLRS lands their shot, the prison tank dies really fast. So I am not so sure. Again, we have minigunners shooting against heavy tanks. The army composition is horrible. I have to say, I mean, I really don't want to say bad things. So, I don't know. But minigunners are anti-infantry, also good against aircraft. One of the few, like, base infantry that shoots on air. But they're really not good against heavy tanks. And armor targets like towers. So here we have some funny push on the side. We'll see what this will bring. The MLRS take out air units? No, the air units on the same team, no? Ah, no, this is Gigas air units. And they are taken out. The MLRS against the tank destroyer is horrible. The tank destroyers here would really crush these tanks, all of them. And the funny push from the side is coming now, but against the MLRS will not be a good thing. It will just be horrible slaughter. And that's what just happened. Here we see a funny storm column. And the infantry is taken out. So the screen player is going for air units again. I'm not so sure if the Storm Riders are the best thing here. Because, yeah, these interlopers are not upgraded for anti-air. So these are the basic ones. The basic ones are good against infantry. And can shoot the laser on ground. So. Here the screen player spawned a bit of Tiberium. Because why not? We can take a look at the basic information. And we see that SBHBS is the MVP here. Yeswurst is trying to keep up, but SBHBS has killed more stuff. He's building stuff like crazy, so he's doing a really good job. I think Yugiri is also not doing too bad, but he was not able to land good damage with these anti-light units here. I think against this army, there's just not enough light units. He just finds out, oh nice, the interlopers are not the anti-air guys. I don't know why he doesn't keep on shooting, because this army is defenseless against his air units. And now we even have rocket infantry in the mix. That's so good. And mortars. Yes, man. You have it now. Sadly, the Corruptor is really good against infantry. But they have so many of the guys that it's fine. Here is an assault troop carrier. I think the assault one, I don't know. He has already minigunners, the suck balls. Now he builds more. He should have gotten the Hunter Troop Crawler with rocket inside, and then it would be so good against the tank destroyers. It would be so good against the airships. It would even work against these shard launcher turrets. Oh my god, what a big fight. There's an insane amount of infantry, but I'm not so sure. He's doing a really good job, SBHBS, getting the MLRS back, shooting on the infantry. Just don't commit to a full fight. Just use your longer range. Get the prison tanks come to the front and die as well. The Seekers here are too squishy, they die instantly. I think the MRS are really doing a good job here. The guys are lucky that the screen player does not have the right response. I mean, it's still an okay response, but he flies in directly and loses it. That's not so good. Okay, yeah. The Devastator Rift Openers are perfect against tank destroyers as well. Also against the artillery are okayish, but the artillery suck anyway. That's like absolute base artillery unit. It's one of the worst artilleries in the game. I don't know, I bet the guys have tech centers. The red player does not have a tech center. Okay, maybe get one, because you don't want to build these shitty early game units. The tank destroyers are also an early game unit here. It's a special unit for Germany, but at least they tank damage. They're not very useful if the enemy has PDL. It's something that everyone here neglects, even though it's a main component of the game, to stop like incoming missiles. Oh my god, I'm already sunk down into the hammock. So this game is still really open. I can't really say who's going to win this. The guys on top are building far too many infantry. That's really dangerous to build so much infantry. If the team on the bottom realizes, oh my god, so much infantry, we just get MLRS, we just get artillery, we just get like the mortars and the minigunners, and then they cannot do anything. So here we already see how the MLRS is killing the infantry. That's just 3 kills for the team on the bottom. It's just so many infantry. I think they just scared away from the rift openers. Understandable, but you need protection for the infantry. You cannot just like the assault carriers. Oh my god! Oh what? Oh holy smokes! Maybe the rift opener is still too strong against infantry. Something that might be changed, because actually it should be their weakness, since they are an anti. It's not so much anti-heavy. But I think against those guys they should also get reflector armor. But as a matter of fact, they're not even getting... oh my god. This buzzer swarm, super annoying shit here. Luckily, he doesn't really know where to move it. No, but now he's coming and doing... He's lucky. He's not going for the infantry, because these are really good against infantry. Now the prison tanks die to the MRS. I think it's looking really good for the team on bottom. They should really take this field and stop the guys here. They should stop these guys, definitely. They're just committing a bit too much to middle. But here's where the game is decided. These fields on the sides. This is the important thing. If you like take both fields, that's the right thing here. Take out these goddamn harvesters and win the game. That's how you do it. But don't lose your MLRS. So I think, yeah, the Chinese player now found a way to actually be useful with this infantry. A good mix with rockets and mortars makes it go round. Just not build minigunners only and it's fine. Maybe not walk into your own mortar shells, but okay. It's Chinese infantry, it's just meant to be sacrificed on the front. Sent in meat waves no matter what. Oh my god, here's a surprise army coming from the side. EMP is disabling this Titan. Oh my god. This is a nice push, but attack! You have EMPs! You EMPs disable this unit! Why are you moving? That's absolutely bullshit what you are doing, man. Oh my god. I mean, maybe we need a feature that you can press like the delete button and then like in Age of Empires and kill your army. So in this case, if you just want to lose your army, you can just press the delete button and you don't need to move so much. I mean, the guys, they had to run like crazy and they still die, so you could just use the delete button next time. And it is looking absolutely horrible for the top team. I'm not so sure, but I don't think they can recover from this. This is a very good play from Gigas here. You just base crawl down there where all the resources are. You have lost this field, not completely, but almost. Okay, then let's just base crawl down there. That's very good, but I think the army is just wreaking havoc here, pushing through everything. If we look at the stats, then we really see that Tin has caught up a lot. He's now almost strongest player, but SBHBS is the man of the match. Yeswurst still a good job, but he also lost a lot of stuff. So he mined quite well. He mined the most shit of everyone. I think if we press economy, we can see who earned how much, but Yeswurst earned the most. Yugiri also a lot, but Yeswurst was really not able here to turn his army into value and to find the correct composition. So the game is over. I thought we would only see one game, but now we 2 games, but now we see a third game. This match was really good, really great match.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
So there will be a decision match, I think. The default map, I think, is... I need to find the tab with all the crap. The default map for the group stage is Rügenwalder. Nice. The default map is Rügenwalder for the group stage. Default for tiebreaker. But if you guys want another map, also fine, as you have already played on Rügenwalder. Bank overcharge to real. I don't know what he means with bank overcharge to real, but I would go for all that glitters. I think that's already a good idea. I think it's a good proposal from Yeswurst. All that glitters is quite similar. I think it's coming down to the same fun as Rügenwalder. It's a bit less crazy scaling into late game. Two sides naval. I hope not. I really hope not, because this might take fucking ages, this game. Two sides naval means the team that goes to sleep earlier will lose. I would love to watch it, but it might take ages. So we will see what the guys agree to. I think at the end of the day, Yeswurst needs to pick a map. Okay, the guys, I think they go for all the glitters. They pick the spots now. Factions look like the very same. Gigas wants not China. Yeah, I think all the glitters maybe for 3-on-3 is a bit tight. It's so the guys still not really sure what they want to play. Now they have all that gunners. But I mean, the spectators are mostly talking. I don't know what the guys want. We will see. We will see. It looks like the players are fine, so we will see this match on this map here. Tin has the same faction, Gigas has the same faction, SBHBS has not yet decided. We will see. Popov same faction, Yugiri same faction, Yeswurst same faction. So I think if the guys pick their spots, everything can go. But at the current moment, oh, SBHBS are also going for Eagle. Interesting pick. Maybe Popov convinced him with his playstyle. I don't know. Maybe we need some more ASMR mindfulness session. Gigas just realized the flag of not China. China is Trump's mouth. It might be Trump's mouth. It has some resemblance, but for copyright reason, we don't know that. It could be any face that says China. China. Is it really? Yeah. I don't know. How do you write it? China. So, Patrick posts some cartoon I recognize now. Haha. So I think I appreciate it. Okay, guys, the game is starting now, even without ASMR session. Let's go. he's already ready to run. I think the guys did not a good job agreeing to this map. After they won on the Great Sahara, I think they should have maybe picked the smaller one also now and not the big one. Because this big one map here will be more like the Rügenwalder experience we had in the first game. And okay, well, the tiebreaker default map would be Rügenwalder also, so it's fair. It's fair to go with that one. But yeah,
Battle control initialized.
I still think I would say the Yeswurst Popov Gigas team is favored on this map, but only if they build up their... No, this is SBHBS. Build up their construction yard. Do it. Do it, man. This is your moment. Your time has come. If you build a construction yard, that's the spirit. Now, here we talking. That's the money play. And he goes for the barracks. And he goes for the refinery. He's catching up like crazy. The China player has gone to fast propaganda center. That's a crazy build order, but okay. Yugiri just goes for some basic. Yeah, why not? We have refineries, we have wharfs here. We have a repair bay, my friends, because we want more MCVs, because we want to construct additional. Gigas on the top left is getting an MCV out already. Very nice. And my window door is opened. My window it is too early, I guess. So the Yeswurst here is getting not an MCV. No, he's building more of these guys, of the harvesters. And Popov should get more harvesters, I think. This economy might be a bit stale, but still producing. MCV is coming. Very good, very good. So basically on this map, everyone who gets an MCV out earlier understands how the map works. Because he's unbuilding the MCV? Okay, now it's getting crazy. Because basically the map is not some map that's decided by a fast push. Here was some fight. I missed it, potentially. We have already a shitload of bombers from SBHBS. I'm really impressed that guy can switch tactics quite well. So we see different stuff in every game. Cool. So he's pinging here. Hey man, Tin is rushing us. Shit is hitting the fan. Oh my god, Popov is still driving with the MCV over there, but the barracks is here. This is not good. Here we see some base play. So he has decided to build up this MCV construction yard again because it doesn't really make sense. Just build more of the guys. It's not a map where you unpack it and move somewhere else because you have the money to build a second one. And then you can... He really is like, I don't give a fuck. My MCV goes here. I don't care. You want to build a base? I will build a base here. Now he deploys it and drops down his, like, Sonic Tower or Advanced Guard Tower? No. Maybe it was just like, well, I can't, like, take care of every, like, fight in the schoolyard. There's some stuff around that's more important to me. So that's why the MCV was just like let off to death. I think the battle tanks are great against the Humvees, but maybe problematic here in this regard. They just, again, they just sit it out. Like, if we just wait, everything will be fine. The bombers are coming for the construction yard. I think Popov is not prepared for this game. Like, not the game at all, but this match. He just was sleeping a little bit too much. The other guys, they got like repair base. The other guys built stuff, but I think Popov just thought like 3 battle tanks. And here we go. So the rush really took him off guard. He does not have a repair depot, I think, so he's mostly out of the game. I think that it's not necessarily the end for the team on the top, which I thought would be in favor because they were strong on the Rugenwalder map. But losing one player is not so nice. He could still go for a crate. If you have no more MCV, then the probability to find a new MCV in a crate is insanely high. As otherwise you almost never find MCVs. But if you lost yours, you will find one, very likely. Oh, what is the guy doing here? He has anti-tank tanks against a huge chunk of infantry, so he tries to run over the guys. It's not going well. Didn't start good and gets worse every minute. But the Tesla tank is actually a okayish response to these mortars. And he's also migrating really good, just getting away from all the shells landing. That's really good. That's the way you go. He's just building more mortars because you don't need rocket launchers. We have so many mortars. Why would we shoot rockets at the enemy? If we have mortars, they have more range, man. Okay, now he's getting mobile flux. That's, I guess, response to the bombers. I think he should collect crates like these. This is the only chance he has. So the rush was very successful, I would say. Took the guy off guard. Here come the bombers. The flux are sitting somewhere else. And they just take out more of the same shit. Really nice, really good. And the last refinery, war factory goes down. I think that's the final nail in the coffin for the yellow player. It doesn't really mean the guys have lost. We have seen a match. It was, I think there was a screen player here that was taken out. Then there was another screen player here. This was the same map. And a Soviet player as well here. But this is an Allies player now. So, and I think the guys won the 2-3 after a crazy all-in push to kill this guy on top. I think it was the game with all these combat Chinooks. Together with other air units. Helix, I think. Missile Helix that did very much the same thing as the Chinooks. So the guys, I think they would have won the 3 versus 2 if they had better unit composition and not just built the same shit over different team members. Well, the prism tanks now have more range and they just harass the shit, but the mortars are also not so bad. Yes. Mortars is one of the few infantries that actually can win against prism tanks. If you have the vision. So you need to have some vision givers like rifle infantry, minigunner, red guard, you know. The Gatling tanks, I don't know. There's nothing really that they need it against. The screen player has already a lot of stuff. I think this game is not going well for the team on top. This game, I think they will get a severe beating. They have lost stuff here against a funny paratrop, I think. That's also something that should not happen, but it happens. And here comes the air push, and they are mostly defenseless against it. I don't think they can stop this for real. The infantry is mobbed up by the Storm Riders. And I think this team will take home the victory soon. Okay, here a huge infantry mob is sacrificed against the prism tanks. They are not hitting the prism tanks, and I guess they were not really seeing those guys. The bombers again come and they do their damage. SBHBS is just saying like, I don't give a fuck if this is a map where you scale and build more and like have 10 war factories. I don't care. I just get like 2 airfields and I just build Warthogs, and every time they come they will reset the player back to the Stone Age. And it's working. I mean, of course he needs his heavy hitters, his team allies that do like the heavy lifting, but still he's the one who's getting the advantage home. So, okay, no, he has no point in going with the Storm Riders against the SAM side. That's a light and fast aircraft. We have now Auroras. I think it's really nice that the team on top is still trying to win this and turn this around. I don't think it's possible anymore. Only if we see like really crazy surprises. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Did he find a construction yard? Did I miss this moment when he walks over a crate and found it? Oh my god, this is huge. This is huge. He's getting back up on his feet. I just saw these buildings and thought, oh my god, no way. So, this is interesting. And, oh my god, what a hit. Oh my god, this Aurora just wiped out the whole goddamn army. The Gatling tank is only able to kill because he's invulnerable, and the Tesla tower, Tesla coil was already in a critical state. The guys have stabilized their front line base. The red player now has the ore purifier, and the tank chrono miners are ready to go. The Warthogs are coming again because they have realized, wait a moment, new buildings are back in town. Still, there's not enough air defense. A few Warthogs might go down, but that's not really critical. Oh, it's quite a lot. Everyone, only one made it out with like a tiny bit of health left. But whatever, the yellow player is like, I already know how it works. I don't care. We have a Kirov here. I think it's completely wrong answer to what's happening. It's super slow and they need totally different units. And it absolutely won't help against this crap here. I think the Apocalypse tanks are the right thing. He had built them over here somewhere. I think the HGK-5 is fine. The heavy tank with the Tesla defense is not so much what we need. Sadly, Yugiri now has connection problems. Oh my god. It's something we don't want to see here. Because if you are the winning team and you lose one of your important players. Oh my god. How... Oh wait, I need to write like this. How sad. I don't know if they can read spectator stuff. Can you read spectator stuff? Sadly, the bottom team was definitely winning. Match has gone for so long, you have to win. Can you read spectator stuff? I think they can't. I can read yours. Yes, we can. I don't know. I think rematch would be fair, but the top team, they usually disconnect. Your problem. So if the top team agrees, then rematch. Otherwise, it goes on. How sad that the guy... I don't think he had a disconnect because it's very rare a crash only happens for one player. But I guess we will find out soon. Oh, Goliath thinks the South team will still win this? I don't think so. I really don't think so. If they win this no. No, I don't think they can win this, but we will see. I mean, it looks like the guys keep on playing. No, I'm absolutely sure they will lose without Yugiri. I mean, he's really wasting his time with this crap. Boom. So yeah, I think the game has lost a little bit of excitement, but maybe I can find the excitement again and just say like it's like they can still win this. I mean, the push is still going on. That's not so bad. The forward base is still established, but here it's already like they're getting pushed. It's already It's already at the China player. I don't know. My god, the damage is basically like nothing. Something. What happened to the Kiros? Why they don't deal damage? Something is shit with that. Yeah, I think that's not good. The Kirov is... Something is crap about them, yes.
We stand together. We stand together.
So I need to fix the Kirovs, I guess.
We stand together.
We will see.
I have many bullets to spare. We stand together. We stand together.
Okay, the Aurora is hitting a good spot. It's like they don't fly above all the building and just hang the perimeter like around here and the bombs right next to one of you. Trying to target. Yeah, the Kirov suck, he's right. I think the problem is that the fortified damage 25% really sucks against fortified buildings. And also they don't really fly over it, but that's not the main reason, I think. Maybe they also need more splash damage, then it would be better. It is. I think the game is over for the bottom team. They did a nice push here, but
We stand together.
I don't know.
We
But
stand
there's
together.
no message from Yugiri whatsoever. He's not like riding anywhere.
I have many bullets to spare. We stand together.
Sometimes the heavy tanks, they have Tesla defense, so sometimes when they get hit, they shoot back with a Tesla, like now. Seems to work. Yeah, the blue army really mobs this up.
Together.
Maybe they still have a chance, but I'm really surprised. Oh, we have PDL units now. A nuke is coming. Hello, nuke. Oh, how lucky he is to get out of this area now. Oh, this would have been such a heavy hit if he was still there with this army. But then there was nothing left to keep pushing in and he could just move to attack. So I don't think it was consciously. It was just a coincidence. I think, you know, it will get horrible for the team on bottom. Yeah, they're missing the player that does the heavy lifting now in this situation, I think. So that's really sad, but we don't hear any word from Yugiri. I mean, if he would say, I'm ready for a rematch, the guys could leave the game and play the rematch. But if he's not even responding, I'm not so sure what we can do here. And the Aurora goes down, but I think next player is disconnecting now. What's going on here? The game is just frozen without anything whatsoever. Nobody has connection problems, no crash, nothing, just freeze. What's going on here, man? No. Okay. Yeswurst has disconnected now. Okay, nice. So it's a fair 2 versus 2 then. Yeah, maybe. But not really, because, I mean, yeah, I mean, Popov is out. And Popov, I mean, he's not out, but he just has 1 barracks. We're still on. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's all okay. I think now the bottom team will win this, because it's basically the China player and the Eagle player versus Gigas, who's playing, I think, where is he? Not China, Russia. He picked Russia. No, he didn't pick it, get it. Still prop, still gathering, I see. Yes, still gathering the players out. But he might have put infinite of these ships in the queue, and that's the rally point. Imagine if he had the rally point right in the base, then they would be absolutely useful. It's a bit of a stupid match here. I think also a bit of an advantage of the replay is that the replay can be like played faster, and that's something we would use sometimes, like now. The EMP completely hit his army, but there's no follow-up. If you put an EMP and you just hit the guys, then you also need to follow up when they are all disabled and deal the damage. But the guys are not doing that. Oh, the V3 rocket. V3 launch unit. And the bombers take out the red army. However, the red army is from a player that has disconnected. How sad. The upper clips the tank, but still the army poses a threat. This is quite funny. I think it's not really fair because red player dropped and he has larger space. Yeah, it was not fair when the MVP for the late game of this team dropped, and it's not fair because the MVP of the top team dropped. Yes. I would really like to know what happened, because I don't know, nobody wrote any crash report or anything like the reason. Can't you just beat orange and win? Yeah, that's actually the job now. They just have to kill orange. Or we get the next disconnect. We have to see. Yeah, I'm not so sure if they can just kill orange, because it looks like they can't. I don't know if Gigas will win this. This would be insane. So the Chinese player just like has his forward bases, and they still in the middle of taking out these funny bases. These are carriers, right? No, warships. Oh my god. Well, what do we do then? Well, we play this game. That's what we do. And then we'll figure out... Oh, the V3 rocket. It landed like crazy. So I think Gigas found a good approach here to win this fight. He will take out the space soon. But I'm not so sure. But what is happening? Is SBHBS... Is he here?
I have many bullets to spare.
I mean, the game is still crazy because it keeps on swinging back and forth. First I thought like this team has won. Then I was like, no chance they're gonna win this anymore. And now next player dropped and I'm like, the others have no more chance. So we will see. I mean, for real, Gigas can win this alone versus 2? I don't know if Popov is still there and trying to find a crate, because he has some infantry and a crate was marked.
I have
But this
many
is
bullets to
very far away. Oh my god. But he tries to get there? Yes, there is the Brave RPG soldier. No, this is from Gigas. Where is... Here is a guy from Popov. He could go for the crate and then win the game. Basically,
have
or
many bullets to
start
spare.
building from zero. The mercenary is coming for the crate. I don't know how long the crate will sit there, because infantry is really slow and he's no longer moving. He's just sitting on his ass. Yeah, just take your time, buddy. It's not like your whole existence depends on it. You have time, man. Let's
have many
go for
bullets to
disable
spare.
shroud. That is still there, the chest. Will it be an MCV? Will it turn around the whole game? Oh my god, I don't know. Now the Chinese player is using this attack axis. Oh, can he defend it? I don't know. But can we miss this moment? It will still take a bit of time. The V3 rockets. The bombers. Oh my god, what a bomber run. He lost his construction yard. He now bombed this player also into the Stone Age. But will he get back into it? I don't know. What a match. Okay, now comes the moment. This is the chest. This is the mercenary. And he gets a construction yard. That's it. He's back in the game. Does he have money? I don't know. Has Gigas built a Swiss bank? Popov has not enough money for a refinery. He only has 880 cash. So now Gigas must build a Swiss bank. But sadly, he has no more construction. Oh, he has a construction yard here. So if he builds a Swiss bank, Popov can be back into the game. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Can he defend against the crazy push? I guess he can. There's so many units and he's still building. Oh my god, he's still building this shit. This is so stupid. This game is completely off the rails. He's back in the game and he needs money from Popov, from Gigas. Gigas needs to build a Swiss bank. I don't know if he has the thought. He knows the Swiss bank, I'm very sure. But he's not building it. He's telling his teammate, hey man, maybe you have to look down there somewhere. Maybe the money is down there, the toilet. Must be somewhere down there. The bombers are coming in for another construction yard and that's... Oh, he unpacked it. What a next level play. Oh my god, IQ 200 play. He saved the construction yard that way. What a nice move. He's really in for some surprises, this guy. But now, where is his army? The V3 rockets, they just move away because I don't need to defend my base. I don't care. I just go somewhere completely else. Let me just shoot the V3 rocket someplace. But definitely not at the attackers that are just like mopping up my base. Yeah, just shoot some funny position where units are just crossing and Gatlings take out the rockets. Why would we shoot all these crazy mortars that are now winning the game? Definitely, we won't do this. No. No, the V3 rockets, we just go somewhere. We just shoot on moving targets. Yes. Why would you stop the mortars? I just thought for a moment the Warthog is going to kill the teammates. Yeah, we hit more moving targets. Popov is defeated. Oh, he just had the MCV and his teammate did not build the Swiss bank. I am so sad. The game is ending here. I guess there's no more chance for the team on the top. I think it was a great match. Totally funny outcome that people disconnected, but still I think the team that was ahead, and it was definitely ahead by far, when the first player disconnected won this. It could have ended either way, but I think that's the fair ending for the team that, as long as the match was fair, was really winning. There's a lot of the super squishy guys, but they just die like crazy to this rocket overhaul. This rocket overwhelming barrage. Okay, guys, I think this match ends. It's GG for real. GG for real. No, it was a really good match. Fun to watch. I mean, it was not good in the sense of a fair match, but I think it was fair that this team won. So they were lucky in a situation of a lot of unluck. And I think the game is over now. It's really stupid here in OpenRA that, like, if someone is disconnected, like Yeswurst, the army is still there. It's okay, but then if this only disconnect the armies, you should just lose the game. But in that case, like, somehow, yes, only disconnect base is left. It's a bit stupid. Like, now they have to take it out, but of course they will do that because the army has no commander and just sitting on their ass. So it's totally fine if everyone leaves here. Yes, you won. It's just a matter of time until you kill this army. I mean, you could disconnect in the process of doing so. GG. But I think I will also leave the game now because it's just stupid.
Battle
Okay, it was a
control
great match.
terminated.
I hope it was not too long that way. I think in
Battle
replay
control
I could have speed up
initialized.
things a little bit more, so I'll consider to do replays again in the future. Give me your feedback if you think like it's too long. Then let me know. If you think like no, that's much better that way, let me also know. Then I can just adjust the style in the future. Bye bye.